Good evening, everyone. This is Bill Breeden, and welcome to Constellation Tour number 37. Tonight we're going to talk about Libra, the scales, as we make our way through the constellations of the ecliptic. Libra, the scales, is located in the south celestial hemisphere along the ecliptic between Virgo and Scorpius. And it's just north of the constellation Centaurus. Libra is best viewed between May and July each year, so it's a late spring and early to mid-summer constellation. So I have Stellarium here set up tonight for July the 29th, 2020 at about 9:30 p.m. Now on this particular night we have three objects also appearing along the ecliptic. We have the moon and we have the two planets Jupiter and Saturn. So as I said in a previous tour, anytime you're star hopping around a constellation along the ecliptic, you will have to contend with the moon and planets, since they follow a line across those constellations. So we're looking south, and we've got a field of view here of 60 degrees to simulate a naked eye view of the sky from a suburban location. So there's a little bit of light pollution. And Libra is actually pretty easy to find. So if you're outside in the evening on a summer night and you look for Scorpius, you want to look for this line of three stars here that sort of look like Orion's belt. And they will be rising in the south in midsummer. And you'll also notice this bright star here. This is Antares, or the heart of the scorpion. So Scorpius here is your signpost to finding Libra. So let's look a little bit toward the west here. And you'll notice, again, these three stars here. And if you draw a line from these three stars upward and outward, you'll see two prominent stars here that pretty much dominate this part of the sky. And you have just found Libra, the scales. This star right here is known as Zubinal Shimali, and this star here is known as Zubinal Janubi. Now those are fun to say, aren't they? Zubinal Shimali actually means the northern claw, and Zubinal Janubi actually means the southern claw. So claws in scales? Well, yeah, Libra used to be part of Scorpius in ancient times. So now when we draw Scorpius, we have the claws ending here. But at one time, the claws used to extend all the way out to what is now Libra. So let's take a look at the constellations. And here you see the pattern that we draw for Scorpius. And some books will draw a line this way across these three stars. I actually like that a little better. But here are the two stars of Libra, Zubinal Shimali and Zubinal Janubi. And here I've drawn the constellation boundaries. You can see the boundaries here for Libra inside this red block here. Okay, I've just put the line of the ecliptic up on the screen as well. And you'll see this yellow line here. This is the path that the sun follows each year. And beginning on October 31st, each year the sun enters Libra and slowly makes its way across until it finally exits Libra and enters Scorpius on November 23rd each year. Okay, so let's, even though we've got the moon in the sky tonight, let's go ahead and observe from a darker location. And now you can see the moon here is right above Antares. And here are the claws of Scorpius. And here are Libra, the scales out here. Let's have a look at the classical figures. Here, and you can see here, this is Antares here. And these three stars here, well, now they're sort of shown as just one claw, and Libra the scales. The tip top of one scale is Zubinal Shimali, and the tip top of the southern one is Zubinal Janubi. Make sure I got those right. Let's see, did I click on the right thing? Zubinal Shimali. Oh, this is showing as Zubra Acraby. That's different from what I'm used to seeing. Oh, it's up here. My bad. There's Zubinal Janubi. So they're showing Zubinal Shimali as the tip top of one scale, and Zubinal Janubi as the top of the middle part of it, and then the other scale is Zubin Acraby. So that's news to me. I didn't realize that. Here, let me show you what I've always thought. I've always seen these two bright stars here as the two scales, since they're the ones that are the most visible. But it turns out that these are the scales here, and this star here is the post between them, the balance. Very interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay, let's go for some double stars within Libra. Let's start with Alpha Librae, which should be this one right here. And you can see that Stellarium is showing it as Alpha 2. So that's a good sign that this is a double star. Let's look at it through the finder scope. And you can see it's already starting to split. So Zubinal Janubi looks like a really good target for a backyard telescope, as it looks like it's pretty easy to split. And there's a lot of other interesting star patterns here. So let's look through an eyepiece, and let's make it a lower power, shall we? A 24mm panoptic gives us a really nice view of the double star here, and some background stars. This would be a really good target. Oh, it's a magnitude 2.7 star at a distance of 75 light years from Earth. Let's go back to a naked eye sky and see if we can find that. Look for these three stars here in Scorpius and come out here to Libra. These two stars are pretty easy to pick out. And this lower one here is the double star we just looked at, Zubinal Janubi. Okay, I also have, let's see, I have Beta Librae, or Zubinal Shimali, is showing up as the green star. That's interesting. I never knew it was called that. Let's see. So apparently it's not a double. Let's see why it's on my list and what's so special about it. See, it says here Beta Librae, or the Northern Claw, or Zubinal Shimali, also known as the green star. Well, it doesn't look green to me, so I'm not sure what that's all about. You might want to give it a look through your own scope and see if there's any reason why it would be known as the green star. That's news to me. Okay, it looks like Delta Libra is also a double star. So let's use our go-to here, and let's see if we can find, well, let's make our telescope find Delta Libra. Delta Librae. So here are the two bright stars, Zubinal Shimali and Zubinal Janubi. And it looks like Delta is just right next to them. So let's have a look at that through the finder. And this one's shown as an eclipsing binary system at magnitude 5, 390 light years from Earth. It doesn't split easily. Let's see if we can split it manually. Now this is going to be a tough one. Again, this might be one you want to try with your own scope. Software doesn't always show us what we want to see. So Delta doesn't split in the software, but it's shown here as a double star. So there are no Messier objects or notable NGC, deep sky objects in Libra. So we're going to be searching for some more double and multiple stars. Let's try Iota Librae. Let's see where we are here within the constellation. Okay, so here's Zubinal Shimali and Zubinal Janubi. So Iota is right there. Okay. Now this is listing as Iota 1. Let's see, this star here is Iota 2. So here, this double star system is very wide. So let's try a wide angle eyepiece. There we go. 24 millimeter panoptic, very easy to split. You've got a few other stars here in the background. This one is a 6th magnitude star, 282 light years from Earth. Now, Iota is known as a multiple star system, so let's see. That isn't it. Let's see if we can figure out which of these other ones are part of the system. Here's Iota 1. Here's Iota 2. No. No. Nope. And no. So I guess these other ones here are too far away. So I guess it's just Iota 1 and 2. So unless they split again, I wonder if they do. I wonder if Iota 1 splits again. No. Sometimes you just have to try searching these things out and trying different magnifications. It's kind of the best way to do your own sort of double star research. Okay, I have one more double star to look for in Libra, and that's Mu Librae. And this actually shows up as a double star here in the descriptions. It's magnitude 6.6, 235 light years from Earth. And through the finder, you see some really nice background stars. Here's a double star right here that's not even in my catalog. And a few other interesting star patterns. This looks like a nice area of the sky. See, it doesn't split through the panoptic. See if it splits manually. It does. There we go. So Mu Librae does split in the software, so you should have some luck trying it with your own telescope. Very cool. Okay, let's return to a naked eye view. And since there are no notable deep sky objects in Libra, we're going to go ahead and conclude tonight's tour of this constellation. Good night and good seeing.